some of these chants, we'll keep them relatively beautifully and humbly fundamental so that we can just really connect with letting go, so that the language becomes so simple to repeat, so that you can really be cognizant of taking a nice deep inhale and then chant the line. Take another inhale, so that your breath is really connected to every time you open your voice to share that particular line of chant. Very much like you would be breathing an inhale and exhale cycle in a yoga posture, you know. There is this inherent connection, like if you hold your breath and chant, it actually sometimes you'll see veins pop out of the side of your neck. This is not like heavy metal, you don't want to turn your voice into this stressful experience. It just has to float over the vocal cords, just like butter on a warm croissant. And so when the breath is in a really beautiful place, you allow the body to naturally tap into that natural rhythm of using the voice in a singing capacity, a chanting capacity, and that's where the medicine is. And that's where the beautiful, when I say medicine, I mean that in a spiritual sense, a shamanic sense, that the vibration and the sound, as we repeat it over and over and over again, it does something very, very profound to our central nervous system. There's going to be different hormones opening up, is going to be balancing in the brain. We've studied this. We know that when we say the Sanskrit language, like Loka Samasta Sukhi no Bhavantu, if you've never heard that, fine sir, that means may all beings be happy and free, and may I contribute to that happiness and freedom for all people. So that's a really nice thing to wish on everybody. It's like a well-wishing mantra, regardless of your religious belief system or your denomination. In the Vedanta study of yoga, we connected this idea that this is cross-denominational. Regardless of where you come from or what your position is on spirit or God or the universal consciousness, you've got some really beautiful, profound connection to your heart, and know that if I keep my heart pure and loving and kind and compassionate, that is really the essence of all these teachings. And so when we chant, it's a celebration, man. It's a celebration of our tribal community. So to know that you have a right to be heard, that your voice deserves to be shared. You know, you've got something important to bring to the table. And so when we sing together like this, it needs to be fun. This is not a performance per se, it's a channeling. It's a sacred channeling of love and devotion to something greater than ourselves and to one another, because the vibration of all of our voices working as a team is what really allows the experience of chanting to take us to a whole other understanding of like this beautiful sense of like spiritual homeostasis within the body and the mind, so that we just feel great and very calm. So imagine being the calmest, most passionate type A person you could possibly be in the world. These practices, the breath, the mantra, it's all inherent to help us just slow the nervous system, so our adrenals can really, really do right by us, and our digestive system can do right by us, and our elimination, detoxification. There is a physiological component to this, so if you weren't aware of that. Your body works at its best when you have really cultivated an understanding and a commitment to parasympathetic nervous system response mastery. That's what we're doing. Aside from all the spiritual inquiry and the self-inquiry, you're calming and you're learning how to self-soothe yourself so that you can feel every moment, every breath, every person, every conversation, every look that someone gives you on the highway who's got road rage. You know, every moment of your life, you becomes a spiritual moment of understanding that we are in this ping pong match of projection. So when we're chanting, we're celebrating this commonality of tribal healing for the earth, because the earth needs all of us to just rise up and figure out like what's my puzzle piece? What am I putting into the jigsaw puzzle of life? We're here to put a piece in. It doesn't have to be like Brad Pitt or as big as Brangelina or anything like celebrity. It's just knowing where you're called to contribute. And that's the service, and that's the connection to all this work. So don't worry about pronunciation. You know, sometimes it feels like you're at an Irish bar and you've had a few pints. Just do your best. Again, this is about the spirit of community and fun, and this beautiful place that Sudha and Ed have really poured their life, heart, soul, and blood, sweat, and tears into. If you saw the pictures, there's a book out there that shows the evolution of the commitment and the love here. So know that you have two wonderful, stewards who are guiding their own little ship, and they'd love you to come on board from time to time and hang out and get to know the land and be a part of the community. And I'm blessed to be in so many different communities with this work as well. And so, we're all just here to serve and help, and just help us lift each other up. Because it's exhausting, all this drama, right? Isn't it? I'm exhausted.
No.
Just Drama, drama, drama. Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Drama, drama, drama. Marsha, Marsha. You know? And I'm a bit of a goofball, so just deal with that. And take my heartfelt irreverence with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to offend or be randy. I'm just trying to be myself. You know, I've been through a lot too. You know, near death will do that. It shakes you up. And you hear yourself. I'm like, wow, okay.
You like it?
Yeah, you kind of come back smoking, drinking different bong water kind of thing. So we all take a hit of the spiritual bong tonight and chant our hearts out. And I have some prizes and little gifts I'm going to share. Like this, like a game show tonight. So I always like to open, preparing Sudha. I love to open every workshop with chant.